Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a 2nd down throw for... It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready, Black 22.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready, Black 25. We got three.
They'll throw again. Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Hensley into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff. The guys to account for.
Ready, blue lady.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the gun, Winston. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Working out of the gun, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Cameron Brate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready.
On 2nd down now, Adams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Ohio! Ohio! 3 down, 3 down. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on second down. Hensley. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hensley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Hey, 81 right there. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd down, Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready? Blue ready.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 1st down, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Ready. Blue ready. Check. Let's go.
They'll run it here with Adams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Black 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Everyone's got full. Ready. Blue 80. 52. Easy.
Right back to him on 1st down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready. Black 22. Hey, sub.
Now Winston. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's get it. Ready. Blue 80. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready. Black 22.
Jameis to throw it. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Throwing on 1st down. Hensley. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Hensley. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they got 3rd and short.
It's caught. Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Four down. Alert. Switch.
On first and 10, Hensley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Four down. Check. Ohio.
To throw again, Hensley. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot before break. Hensley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Under 10. 10. Safe.
They'll go again to Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Winston now to throw on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
4 down, ready. Blue ready. Watch him down, guys.
Now Winston. And that's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. On play action, Winston. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is Cohen on the toss. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Quan Alexander able to drop him for a loss of 12. What is the punt team now as this one's sent away? They'll look to set up his blockers. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Hensley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The give is to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on second down. Hensley. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Last stop! Last stop!
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And on the ground they go with a running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. And Winston lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Robinson's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, here we go. White 90. White 90. Cut.
A give to Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hensley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
White 90. White 90. Check.
On 3rd down, Hensley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Jameis now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he's got this down to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wait.
Jameis again. Miller on the catch over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bent? And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. Oh, nice move. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bucs on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Shouting through the defense. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town.
Honorable C note.
Yeah.